I don't know. You just.
These are rolling. I can do that in post.
Okay, sick. Yeah, we got.
Do you want to clap or anything, or just raw dogging this?
You need a clap.
Damn,
you
what a
need
psycho.
You need a clap right now. We need a clap.
Where am I sitting?
Welcome to the Sign Ups podcast, Mr. Paul Kelly.
The sign-ups?
It's called the Sign
I
Ups. Yeah.
signed up.
Did you?
Oh
Yes,
shit!
I did.
I had somebody.
Mr. Paul.
I signed up too.
I
How
did-
many people did you sign up?
I only sign up myself.
Really?
Just-
Same. I only do that
Very
too. I
smart.
don't sign up other people. It's against the rules here at Dead Crow.
We signed you up.
I
today.
also don't
You
call
did?
in
Who
early.
signed me up?
Yeah.
I'm also generally against bumping,
I am too.
even though
Unless it's me
even
bumping
though it's
you,
a
but-
standard courtesy in comedy, to bump a less established act for a more established act, even in an open mic. I don't like to do it because when I was starting out, I didn't like it when it was done to me. It's no big deal.
Yeah, I've had to do that, and it made me. It kind of like sparked something in my ego a little bit.
You're like,
I had
oh,
to
I'm
be-
the guy now.
Yeah, I thought because I was working the door here, and like I was still allowed to go up on Thursdays,
Yeah.
even though I was working. They still allowed me to go up while I was on the clock. So they're like, hey,
You
like,
have this much time to go on.
yeah, hurry up, go do your stuff, and come back to work. So like that gave me. I'm not gonna say right, but it put me in a spot to bump another comedian. And all these comedians are more established than I am,
What
as
a
far as
fucking
I'm
piece of
concerned.
shit.
So it's like, it was something for the ego that I didn't need at the time I
Yeah.
had it. You know what I mean?
Pisses me off when people bump
Like-
me.
Right. What a
I'm like,
fucking demon.
fuck.
And there's also early sign up. Pre
What time do you
sign
have to
up,
get
sign
here
up.
for that?
Well, the doors open at what 6?
Yeah, I think it's 6
and
or
there are
6:30.
people here at 6.
Oh, there's
There's
people
here
here.
at
at
5:45.
Yeah.
We were here today at 5:30.
5:45.
Okay, you were here at 5:30.
Yeah.
What spot did you get?
10.
10. That's
Well,
reasonable.
Well, some people
What number am
skipped
I?
me. They jumped in front of me in line, and I was like, "That's fine." I saw 10 and 11 available.
You didn't
and
pull a
that's all I
Sean and
wanted.
Gracia on them?
No, I didn't want to fight anybody.
God,
but
that is hilarious. If anybody's cutting in line during sign-ups and Sean's around,
He'll
The
catch 'em.
smallest,
Oh,
angriest
yeah.
little
hands
dude.
on you.
Well, that's
I love it. I fuck
Would
with
you
it.
do that?
entertaining.
Huh?
would you do that, or have you seen that happen?
I
Why
would-
do you think he looks like that? He's
I-
roughed up enough comics in his day.
I have never physically roughed up another comic.
Yeah, that's not
But
what I
have
heard,
people
Paul.
have like all your years you've been in it? Have you seen people get in a fight over a sign-up list?
No, because by the time I wasn't doing them, no.
Oh, okay.
Although, when I started out, we didn't have sign-up lists in Chicago. We had one showcase, and the guy either put you on or he didn't.
Oh
and
shit!
he put you on when he wanted to put you on. And when I got on after the chairs were being put up.
Oh,
So how long
So-
was it like that? How long were you in the game before you get to that point of getting put up when the chairs were getting put up? Because that was still a milestone, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, probably a year and a half at least,
Okay.
maybe 2 years.
was there anybody in the crowd?
Generally, no.
No.
A couple of comedians.
So it's like going last here when
Yeah.
there's 40.
I go last
comedians.
year all the time. I love going last year
Why is it that you like going last?
because there it usually is some crowd left,
Yeah.
and when you're on last, the crowd that's left are really into comedy.
yeah.
So-
Yeah.
That- yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
So I'm going on last night tonight,
Okay.
as far as I know, unless somebody comes in after me. But I mean, guy, you got here at what time?
5:30.
5:45.
Yeah,
I got here at
5:30.
7:20.
Yeah,
My man.
that makes
Now-
sense.
My man.
So who's losing here?
I'm proud that
Yeah.
you guys are on the list, but I just want to mention that I'm on the list too.
He signed up.
So you're the headliner tonight.
No,
That's-
no.
that's established.
Yeah.
That's
I could also be the janitor,
you could be. You would play a good janitor role.
or would
in a
that be the
movie.
porter in a nightclub? It's a porter. Yeah.
Is that what they call them?
The guys who clean up in nightclubs are called porters.
Is that a promotion? would you
no,
rather
a promotion is when you have give away dolls if you come to the show. That's a promotion.
Yeah, it's like I get what you're saying. The difference between praying, like I prayed on her Facebook and then I prayed that she'd like me, or two different types of pray. I understand that, but like,
Oh, Jesus.
you know what I mean?
And
Like,
It's
Don't
funny
have your
because it's
feed out on
probably
Facebook.
true.
why would that be
100%.
true? You, as long as you've known me,
Yeah, and that's why.
he knows what I pray for. A
That's
pray.
probably true.
Pray.
there's
with
another
A.
kind of prey that, well, actually, you probably don't want to be.
I know. I don't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
be a bunny.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay. All right. For those that don't know, watching at home, we do have viewers at home watching from their living room in their underwear right now. Say hello, Paul. Hey, nice underwear. Those are nice. Those are really nice.
I, and this may be make me different from some other people, but even if I know someone's watching,
They're watching right now.
if I can't see them, I don't try to figure out.
So you could keep it in your hand.
What they're
It could
wearing.
stay-
Yeah. And if I can hear them, I can form judgments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But if
We
I
can't
can't
hear
see them,
Yeah.
or hear them, I found, and this took me years to understand about myself, I have a limited amount of brain space available for understanding.
Me too.
So
I think they
So
call it bandwidth.
I've had bandwidth. Well, my bandwidth, I've learned to play within my bandwidth,
yeah.
and
Sounds kind
and
of sexual.
I it's almost a reflex now, not to pay any attention to things I can't see or hear. Sometimes you have to pay attention to something you
Isn't
smell.
that selective hearing?
Yes.
Yes.
So are you
That's what
talking
some
about?
will
Are you
call it,
talking about the
actually.
misses right now?
No.
This is your way of being clever and
I mean,
talking
this-
about.
No. I
I
have
was
only
going to
good
say
thing-
that's brilliant.
I
This
have
sounds
only
like
good
my
things
father.
to say about my
How
wife.
old's your dad?
80.
Okay, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 70. I'll be 70s. How old am I? I'll be 77.
Yeah, dickhead. He's not even 80.
My dad's
November.
older than you. Sorry.
But I don't say any.
Mr. Todd Elliot.
I don't.
Paul Kelly.
Oh, okay. Hi, Todd. And
I'm
just
Mr. Paul.
because we don't know each other, I rarely say anything negative about my wife.
That's right.
And because she's every part of my life, I
I
got
know.
I've
I
started
know.
pool exercising, and it's amazing. I never thought it was any
It's so good for you.
It's you can do things in the pool with your legs that you
That is
can't
true.
do outside. It's just I mean the flexibility is I hope will be
Unbelievable,
good.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But I can only do it when my wife is there, because
Respect thing.
well, no, she doesn't. She doesn't want me to come home and find me dead in the pool.
Okay.
And I understand where she's coming from. In her mind,
Yeah.
the only time she wants to find me dead in the pool is if she's holding me down.
Yeah.
Oh, you're from the south side of Chicago, right?
Yes, I am.
All right, same place as my dad. Oh, that's awesome. Okay,
Cool.
weird. Small world. Cool.
What's your last name?
Elliot, there's no way you know my dad. Larry Wyback. He's
No.
a giant Swedish guy, but he looks Italian.
Be cool if they knew
He
each
was
know
other.
like,
where-
oh,
do you
oh,
know
yeah,
where-
Mr. Wyback?
Do you
Yeah.
know where he was from?
He lived somewhere on 63rd, South 63rd Street.
Okay.
His dad was Dick Wyback. Rich
Probably
brother.
lived in Marquette Park. So
What was the key word? Like, so your dad. Now, your dad is older.
Mhm.
Now, what about your grandfather? Before we started rolling,
Oh, shit,
you were
okay.
talking about your grandpa and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Yes, it
sorry.
was Goldberg.
Is this a good time to bring that up?
Sure, I don't give a fuck. I come from a very white trash group of individuals. My family got here after World War II, moved to West Virginia, did a bunch of speed because meth wasn't a thing yet, and just started fucking kids. And then my family separated, moved to Illinois. My grandfather, piece of shit human being, absolute garbage, died, had like a full-on heart attack while being a hoarder, and his entire living room was just shelves of Goldberg action figures. And I'm like 6.5 trying to give this motherfucker CPR. And there's
Oh,
just the
shit.
Goldberg catchphrases going off randomly. It was sick. Super.
You knew how to do CPR at 6?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I was born on an army base.
Well, obviously not. He's died.
I mean,
Oh.
he didn't die then.
Oh,
It
Okay,
did
so you
work.
saved his life at 6 years old?
For
Thank God.
1 week.
Dude,
Right.
are you serious?
Yeah. He was alive for 1 week and then died.
You
Geez,
saved
if you
your
would have been
grandfather's...
18, he might have lived for a month.
Yeah, that's true. That's what they say.
No, I wouldn't have done anything if I was 18 then. I just would have let his ass die then.
You're just like, dude, I really like that car. Like, I really want that car. Yeah. You okay? Oh, no, I can't hear you. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you let him swim in the pool then?
Yeah, definitely should have let him swim in the pool.
Dude,
I don't think I don't.
That's
still,
actually-
I
that's
still
impressive.
Don't know how to do
That's-
CPR.
Oh, it's super easy.
I know you just something with staying alive.
Yeah, it's the beat of staying alive. There's a
Staying
bunch of different ways. As long
alive,
as you're just
staying
pushing on their
alive.
chest, you're gonna get it done.
You want to compress the chest cavity about that much, I guess.
2 inches enough. You're gonna break 3 or 4 ribs every time you do it.
But
I'm
that's
not that
good.
strong.
If you break a rib, I guess that's good. You
Yeah,
did
you
it the
should.
right way.
Yeah.
But you're keeping that the heart is a muscle, and you're just keeping it.
Yeah, you're
so
just
it doesn't go
throbbing
into,
that
I don't
muscle
know.
for
So
'em.
it doesn't. I'm not gonna explain it like I fucking know. I just know. Yeah, CPR, break ribs. Good job.
That's true.
Staying alive. Staying
did you
alive.
guys
Not that
know-
fast though. Slow it down.
I found out the other day that dying from old age is not like a thing.
No.
I thought that was a thing forever. Like just people just dying of old age, but they don't. There's always an underlying cause that kills you.
Yep. Heart
Yes,
attack,
but-
depression,
but-
broken
but
heart.
You're, dying of old age is a term of art that means you've got something that if you were 50 wouldn't kill you,
Okay.
but you're 85.
Okay,
And,
then that can-
and there's
yeah.
no, anything we do to try to make it better will kill you anyway.
Okay.
That's what dying of old age means.
Yeah, I know, but I literally always just thought it was just like when you're like really old, you just die. Kind
Well,
of
your
in
body
sleep,
does run
but
out. Your body does run out. And is there something that's running out
That's
causing
true.
you to die? Yes. Is there anything you can do about it? No. Why? Because you're old.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
So you've died of old age.
Okay.
My mother died of old age, you son of a bitch.
No, she didn't. No, she did not.
Yeah, well, your mother's a bitch and you're her son. I'm just kidding. You're a son of a bitch. That's all I was trying to say.
Oh my god.
That was
I have
funny, you
news
son of a
for
bitch.
His mom's a great lady.
Hey, yes, she is. She is. I actually
No,
know
what
his
are you
mother.
doing, RJ?
Hey, RJ Wooster, can I come tap you in? I forgot. I got to go get a prop. I have to go get a prop out of my car. You can eat on camera. Can you come tap out? Oh, I just need to go make a.
What are you doing?
well, what happens?
I got to go get a prop that I said I was going to have on the podcast. I'll be
Oh,
back
fuck.
momentarily.
All right, and for your benefit, we'll just ignore you and let you eat.
Yeah,
and
don't-
we'll just among
Don't
ourselves.
talk to RJ. Nobody
Apparently-
say a word.
Apparently, it's important that someone be sitting there at all times.
that is true.
It's like we're the Oscars.
Yeah. Just jump in here real quick. Don't say anything. Just
Hey, Mark. I tipped this. Did I do anything?
Oh my
So what we got today is a taco bowl, and it's got rice and beans, and you can't hear anything I'm saying because I don't have a microphone.
Yeah, that's the point of this podcast, though. We should bring people that sign up and, interview them, I guess.
Did you sign up?
Well, this, yeah.
Okay, well then you're part of the club.
What the fuck, Paul? What are you doing?
What?
You're not supposed to talk to them.
Who made you? Me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
you're right. So
yeah.
obviously,
You're meant to break.
I can repudiate myself at any time. That's actually a Victor Bono from an old Perry Mason.
Really?
Yes. He plays this beatnik sculptor who is caught in a lie on the witness stand. Well, then I repudiate.
Have you been doing comedy in Wilmington since you've lived here?
No. No. The first 2 years I was here, I did. We came here at the end of 2020. We early voted in Chicago on October 30th, and my wife retired from her job on October 31st, and on November 1st we were in Chicago.
You lived in Chicago the whole time? Oh, wow.
Well, when we first married,
Oh, okay.
and it was COVID and nothing was open anymore.
Yeah.
March of 20.
Okay.
It took me a
Took you 3 years? It took you 3 years to get up?
Yeah, it took me 2 1/3.
Oh, okay.
Ding, ding, 2 1/3. That's my answer. Final answer. 2 1/3. Yeah, I was here for 2 1/3. Yeah. And when I first started coming out, I was on coming out at most every other week.
What? How much?
Every other week at the most.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes I'd even miss that other week.
Did you go out frequently in Chicago?
I was semi-retired. I was retired before we got here.
Oh, okay.
I stopped looking for work and I stopped creating. And it took about 3 years for people to book me to figure it out.
Oh, okay.
And
It wasn't like,
I would go to call, I'd work hard enough to do okay. But you were going to see the same way. I wouldn't have liked it. And that lasted about 3 years. Then I was done. About 2 years ago, done. I was fine. I remember waking up one day and saying, I've finally done it. I'm not thinking as a comedian anymore.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Right? And we moved down here, and everything's fine. I like being retired. But,
Kind of relaxing.
huh?
It's kind of relaxing, huh? Like,
That's all it is.
yeah. That's all it is. It's true.
We moved to a place called Pleasure Island.
Nice.
The name of the place is Pleasure Island.
Very pleasurable.
Bunch of pineapples.
Bunch of pineapples. Where's that at? Here?
Yeah.
This is Jim Riggs. He's real.
The Carolina Beach and Curry Beach are 2 towns on what is called Pleasure Island.
Yeah.
Now, it's only an island because of what they call Snow's Cup.
Oh,
And I don't know how many years ago they did this, but that was a peninsula between the Cape Fear River on the west side and the ocean on the east. And they cut a channel between the ocean and the river called the Snow's Cut and made it an island.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And obviously it was done as a real estate scam, and it's worked out very well.
That's where you live?
Not on
Pleasure
the bridge.
Island.
We're pretty well over the bridge.
It's called Snow Island?
Pleasure.
No. It's called Pleasure Island, and we live in Carolina Beach, which is one of 2 towns on Pleasure Island.
No kidding.
Huh. I never knew
I've
that.
seen that on a map, but
I never knew.
Damn, I walked in at the wrong time. I missed the meat and potatoes. Damn it.
And it's that sense of disconnection.
That I have right now.
That's why you love it. A sense of disconnection you get when you go back over the bridge onto the island. It's just, it's a joke around Wilmington that people who live in Carolina Beach won't go over the bridge because it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
And that's a joke to a lot of people, but to us, it's, well, why do you think we moved here?
Well,
Yeah,
thank God.
Well, disconnect. Yeah.
That's the point.
That is true. That makes sense.
The bridge is down a lot, isn't it?
No, that bridge doesn't go up.
No, I mean, like,
That one, oh.
Unless you hit it with a big bar.
You hit it with a big ship,
or
it'll
a
go
big,
down.
Mexican Navy ship.
The what?
That's old news.
Okay.
That's why we're
And that was a rickety bridge.
the
The bridge that
The one in Baltimore?
The Los Ciento Bridge?
no, the one.
No.
Yeah, Los Ciento Bridge.
Yeah.
Means sorry in Spanish.
You're very multilingual.
See.
Yeah.
Wow,
I've been culturally impaired for some time.
Well, you're on an island. Sitting on that island.
That's
dude.
true.
Pleasure Island.
That's true. Get off Pleasure Island once in a
You
while.
go a boy, but you don't leave a boy.
That's from Walt Disney, right?
That's Peter Pan.
yeah.
Is Peter Pan or
Oh, you're right, Pinocchio. It is Pinocchio.
Some kind of Pinocchio.
Treasure Island. Treasure Island.
That's
That is Peter Pan. What?
Treasure Island's its own movie.
Treasure Island is Treasure
Well, educate me because I don't know shit. Yeah, I know. I don't like.
Peter Pan's actually Satan. It's a euphemism. Yes,
bro.
it's a euphemism for the afterlife because Captain Hook's trying to get the kids to throw away, and the kids are dead. So they're never gonna throw away.
I mean, I feel like this is one of those bullshit
No, it's a deep
things
one.
you
It's a
read
deep one.
online.
Oh, it is deep. It's really deep.
Yeah, it's
really
deep
deep.
shit.
Like
Really deep shit.
I'd
No
like
idea.
you to keep talking about this.
Like the crocodile. Okay, it's constantly ticking, just like death coming for a car.
I don't
Captain
know.
Hook is constantly afraid of death.
Everyone always
Chasing
likes to
after
say that this is what. No, but
I
that's
see the.
I mean, everything can mean anything. It's fucking English.
well, you're a kid too when you watch that, so you're not really thinking any of that.
Like, oh shit, it's a crocodile.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
What's an owl? If that has anything to do with it, just think about it. Alligator. Weird Al. Always has a
Alligator allegory. Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh, what's that even mean? Don't know. Don't know. This is Jim
Well,
Briggs.
The internet runs on Al Gore rhythm.
Whoa. Shit.
Hey, Stephen Dobson.
Braden Fitz, you want to jump in for me? You want to jump in for me? You want to jump in for me? You want to fill in?
Continue to be a regular feature of the Sign Ups podcast,
Yeah.
Mr. Braden Fitz.
me?
2025
Yeah,
roast,
you. I gotta pee. And I gotta.
roast battle champion.
Basically my podcast.
It is.
It is.
It's the Monday morning sign up.
It is the Monday morning sign.
Yeah.
I haven't dropped an episode of my podcast in almost a month.
We'll then put this on there too.
You got two in
Make
the
it
bank.
swap scat. Make it swap cast.
You got two in the bank. We're playing with three.
Anything you're on, put on your phone.
Oh, you're saying
I'm giving you permission in front of all our viewers.
saying
You
put
can
your
use these
episodes
episodes.
on our
Absolutely.
Spotify.
100%. Don't miss a week. We have the same producer.
That's true. We did. That was technically a crossover episode last week. We could
It absolutely was.
Man, we saw the stress wave over
I think
this
you
guy's
should.
face.
I think you should.
Alright.
I'm sorry, you already did the work. So why not?
Oh, I'm sorry. We were talking about bullshit.
I know what you're.
No, it's just funny. Yeah, I did the
It's
work.
very fascinating. I'm fascinated by everything that both of you were saying. And I hope I remember enough so that I can look it up at home.
You're not gonna like it. It's not very good. But we try. We try our best.
I mean, I do know how to Google.
Yeah, yeah.
Google.
No.
Then I can Google.
Okay, so Paul, Chicago, 1865, when you were starting stand-up, Zanies. I'm just kidding. You were you're one of the OG headliners out of the Chicago Zanies, but like you grew up in that scene. People don't realize that it's like,
A long time ago. Really long time ago.
no, it is. But the fact that you're still doing it and that you have a love for this and that you still,
Well, only because of what the scene here is in Wilmington. I mean, when I first came out, I thought, well, I just thought because I hadn't met anybody. And I thought there was 10, 15.
So how does this compare to like the other comedy clubs you've been, or the comedy scenes you've been around?
For the size of the town, it's really good.
I love that.
The size of the town is really good.
I went back home recently to Little Rock, Arkansas, and I wanted to do. I've never gotten to do it in front of family, and I wanted to do it. And they have one mic a month.
And no regular comedy club, or they have a regular.
They have a comedy club and it has one mic a month,
Right.
and you have to bring a certain
And
amount
there's
of
no
people.
scene there of other comics. See, that's what's nice about Wilmington. May I say shocking to me, is there's this is a wonderful open.
Yeah.
But 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I know.
No one can develop two in 3 minutes.
No, I know. But there's a lot of mics around
But,
town that you
but,
can hit during the
but,
week. That's-
now it's up to this. On Monday night, I can go to draft and
Graham,
draft.
yeah.
Draft. On Tuesday night, I can go to Sports City Chiefs. On Wednesday night, I can go to L&L.
Well, there's 2 on Tuesday night.
And I should mention Lewis.
Yep. Awesome spot.
Yeah.
Lewis is
Love that spot, dude.
You been there?
yeah.
Bomb.
It's a good place to find out how you're doing.
Yeah.
And I bombed, dude. It was very good.
My buddy.
I was up here and I left feeling like that where I needed to be.
Yeah.
I needed that. I needed it.
My buddy,
Still
Ben Wagonseller is also a comedian around here. Ben.
They've been very funny. Hilarious.
He took me there one night. It wasn't the night of the open mic, but he told me they do an open mic. Don't they do bands between comedians?
No, they do comedians between music. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a musical.
Tapping out, Todd?
Yes.
Take it easy, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a great time. I'd love to have you on again. And we're not strangers
As long as
anymore.
they're talking
Get my
about
man.
Lewis, he goes all the time.
Oh yeah, you go to Lewis too. Don't you?
Yeah. I wanted to go. Go ahead. You were talking about the
Well,
mic.
it's a music open, and those are frustrating for us because they'll do 15 or 20 minutes,
Right.
and we're going to do 5 at the most.
Yes.
Maybe if they know you already, and they, you might get a little
I
more.
imagine it's pretty hard to follow music as well.
Well, it depends. But
For me, I know what
there's
it's
an
like.
audience.
Yeah.
That's what's nice about it.
Yes.
Your job.
And it's not a bunch of other comedians.
Yeah.
So it's a different perspective. I went.
We're talking about Lewis.
Fourth or fifth time I've been there. I always try to do something different every time I go.
Yeah.
And it's a good place for me to see how this next 3 or 4 minutes is coming.
Sure.
Yep.
Paul is always well received at Lewis.
It's because he's good.
I'll go up and bomb, and then Paul will go up after me, talk shit on me for a little bit, and I'll just kill it.
I really enjoy it.
It was cool. Like last time he went up, it was fun. It was cool. Everyone was laughing and having fun. Learned how to handle losers.
First time I really met you or got to talk to you was well, I remember the first time at Dead Crow, but I remember it was after that. I still have shit in my joke book about what you said, my first time meeting you, because I was like, dude, this is my second open mic. You're like, come talk to me when you lost count. I'm like, ooh, I like this guy. And I was just like, you're giving me laughter triggers. I've got them. I from Paul Kelly, and I got the date and everything. No, it was after that. It was the following week. It was Tuesday night. We did Port City and Burnt Mill. And what was it that you said? Oh, you were talking about at your funeral how this was at Port City Cheesesteak. You're like, when I die,